Hi everyone. I was gonna say, do you mind if I do my eye makeup real quick? And then I realized I have to take off my glasses to do that. So I'm gonna read Twitch chat on my phone. Do you wanna do words while I'm doing my makeup? Need you back in my life, baby. You left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please, 'cause we belong together. When times get rough, who's comes up, who's there ain't nobody else. We belong together, baby. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. We belong together. Make known when times get rough. Make till the phone comes on us. There ain't nobody else. Oh, baby, baby. How do you... Where's my chat? How do I get to my chat? How do I do this? Oh, hi. Wait, how do I do this? Hi, Fanta. Thank you, Fanta. Hi, Ishi. Hi, Kodaketa. Thank you for your prime. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Meraki. Hi, CB. Hi, Spuzzle. Meow 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 meow. My stupid birthday. How is everyone? Happy? Is it Sunday, dude? Is it already Sunday? F my life. Living for me.
Round one.
Hi, BB. Thank you for your sub. There's no way it's been 21 months, dude. That's effing crazy. So, when I was getting into makeup, I found out that I have weird eyes. In the sense of like, so I have like monolid eyes. So they're like pretty, you know, Asian looking. Like very almond shaped. I have like a low nose bridge or something. And all of the American eyelash curlers that I tried would not fit my eye. Like they would always pinch the corners of my eyes, I think. And I was like, oh my god, like why do people do makeup? It hurts so much. Beauty is pain, I guess. Anyway, so I got some eyelash curlers from like Japanese brands, like Shiseido. And I was like, oh my god, it doesn't have to hurt. That's crazy. And I woke up this morning so I'm growing out my color. And the last color I didn't really like. To the point where like more people complimented me after I like washed everything out. And I think my colorist saw it as a slight when I mentioned it to her, because during the cut when we were talking, I was like, oh, can we actually like make it shorter? And she was like, I'm not done yet. I was like, oh, I meant like my bangs, because like I initially told you like just to my eyebrows, but I want it like a little bit shorter, like a little bit above my eyebrows instead. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. But I'm growing out my color, and I bought some local like semi hair dye. Essentially, what is it, like, what are those things called, like Pulp Riot and stuff like that. I used to buy Arctic Fox, but then even though the commercial imagery of the brand is very like, it looks very like LGBTQ like friendly and da 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 da, I think the CEO actually is like anti-trans and stuff like that. So they're kind of like baiting. So I stopped buying them. And I did like a pastel pink because I feel like that's like a Christmassy color, right? It's the dreams. That junk. Ero Ero? Is that what it's called, Spuzzle? Hi, Lemon. A friend was just talking to me the other day about how much easier it is to shop for things that fit your face from Asia in that situation. It's crazy. I always thought that eyelash curlers were supposed to hurt. I was like, okay, like maybe I just need one of those short ones if it just keeps like pinching. But no, literally I'm using, what is this, right? Yeah, this is the first one I ever got from Shiseido right now. And then I have like this other one from Japonesque that's heated, and then I have like another one that also fits my eyes that I think is, who's it by? I think it's also by Japonesque, which is like, I think it's only an Amazon brand, but it's pretty good for people who have like almond eyes. Oh my god, I forgot to use my eyelash serum. This is my morning, y'all. I I am not the type of person. Okay, I'm getting hot in this hoodie. There's too much. My hair is wet. It is like still drying after I like washed it and like dyed it. And I don't always do my eye makeup. I don't know why I want to do it today, but I do. So we're gonna just roll with it because we should do things that make us happy, even if they don't make any sense. Like this. Why the frick am I doing this when I haven't even applied my eyelash serum? Why would I do that? Skincare first, everyone. I didn't even apply sunscreen. Put on deodorant today, though. CB, I know exactly what you mean, because Arctic Fox used to be the first, like, fantasy color dye brand I ever used. Because one, it's like, I think it's a lot more accessible than, like, Pulp Riot or whatever it's called. Because some of the colors are only sold to, like, cosmeticians or, like, actual, like, people with, like, hairstyling thingies. You haven't, CB? I would try. I'm very disappointed in you. But I think one of the ones that at least are sold in the PNW, I think it's called like Lunar Tides. It might be Washington based, but I would check that out. Even though it's like, I guess it's not as local for you. Actually, are you central? But you should check that out. Because my stylist changed to them after they like told me this stuff about Arctic Fox, and I was like, oh, okay, like, girl, you do you, whatever works best for your like system. But then she now works for a salon that sells like this like fancy like, yes, we import stuff from France. I don't know the name of it. I only know it's imported. I'm Eastern for the time being. Well, you should check it out anyways, because at least it's like still shipped like in the States, which obviously there's like tariffs and stuff, but I also, whenever I look at Etsy, I like buying stuff from the States because it's like, oh, you're shipping with the USPS, like stuff like that, you know, it's just cheaper. So do y'all want to know the crazy thing I did that Stitch was yelling me about? Let's hear it. I ended up finding Corvette Guy on Tinder. And I swiped right on him against Stitch's wills. Anyway, so that was a plot yesterday. That was a plot. Is he elderly? What do you mean, is he elderly? So this is a developing story. The story does not have an ending yet. But he was like, he essentially, we talked about it, and he was like, you know what? Like, I did you real dirty. Like, I was literally shite for just texting you to end things when we were seeing each other for like half a year. And I was like, yeah, you were. Thank you. Like, I don't have anything to say about that. Like, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, I can't change that. You know what I mean? But anyways, he was like, do you want like a casual thing? And I was like, wow, we went from like opening doors and giving me flowers on the first date to, hey, you want to bang, and no sorry about what he did. Like, he admitted fault, but there was still no simple like, yo, I'm sorry for what I did. You know what I mean? Which I feel like for me, yes, it's important for someone to like explain why they are sorry, but also the like act of saying the actual word, I feel like isn't evening a word? Is too like is too, you know how like words carry weight. It's kind of like how someone can say like, oh yeah, I'm really into you, or like love ya, rather than saying like I love you. Like, I love you carries so much more weight than saying like love you. You know, hi Fishy, did you hear the story, or did you come in right after I guess it wasn't a story. Did you hear my prologue, or did you leave? You came in at the end. Nothing really happened. Essentially, I found Corvette Guy back on Tinder and we matched, and he was like, I'm so sorry for... Oh, he didn't say I'm sorry. He said, you know, I was an asshole for doing that. He didn't use the word asshole either. He said despicable. And I was like, yeah, go on. Talk about how you were so horrible further. Thank you. Wow, Corvette Guy. Full circle, baby! Despicable. I'm just saying, if you can admit that you were despicable, hi Long Rat, then why can't you admit that you're sorry about it? Because I feel like if you're not willing to say I'm sorry, then that's like a, yeah, I would totally do it again. Like, I have no regrets about what I did type of thing. Because I always say I'm sorry when I have regrets about something, whereas I apologize when it's like, I know I hurt your feelings, but there's still like a decent probability that I'm probably going to do this again. Like, I'm probably going to be late again. So I'm going to say, I apologize. Has he admitted that he's changed? Well, he was just asking for something casual. So it doesn't really matter if he changed or not, I guess. But the fact that he just asked, like, do you want something casual? When literally on the first date, heated seats or cooled seats, I don't know what season it was, bouquet of flowers. They were white though, and that was messed up because he's half Asian and he's half East Asian, so he should motherfucking know what the hell white flowers mean. And if you don't know, white is generally associated, I know in Western culture, it's like white is like purity, wedding, blah blah blah. Eastern culture, it's very like, it's a funeral. Opened the door for me everywhere. Did not let me walk on like the car side of the street so he could die first. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I call chivalry. Too soon and knowing if someone is super sus. I thought it was sweet from him. Like, I feel like it's very dependent. Like, flowers are very dependent on, like, your relationship with someone. Like, if I got it from my stalker, that's creepy. If I got it from someone that I was like, oh, this is cute. We're, like, FaceTiming. We're calling. We're talking about eating snacks. Then I'm like, yeah, okay. You got me flowers. Okay. You're an idiot for it because they're white. And I told him. But okay. It sounds fully like he didn't want to apologize and set precedent to do better because he doesn't intend to do it, but he knows what he did. But Arya, why can't he just say, I'm sorry? Like, you can still go like, yeah, it was despicable, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Have you tried waking up to random cute people? Walking up to random cute people? Spuzzle, I don't find anyone cute. The one person I ever found cute, first time I ever saw them, they had on like a red I still remember him. I was on the bus going to work. It was midday. So who knows? He could have been a college student. And that's one of the reasons I was like, oh my God, you might be too young for me. And he was wearing a red leather jacket and his shoulders were so broad. I couldn't see his face because I was sitting behind him. Perfection. Hair, thick, black. Like fluffy, you know, and like, you know, those like fluffy GQ-esque type of hairstyles? Fluffy, grabbable. You know what I'm talking about? And I think it was just his shoulders and the fact that I couldn't see his face. I think that was it. Welcome back, Huey. Checks out. Oh, I also heard John Mayer had vocal surgery. I also bought some durian pocky, dude. We're gonna try it today. Waiting, but to change. I'm gonna skip the song. Meow, 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 meow. Anyways, so that is what happened last night. That Stitch was like, moo, moo. Hold on, moo. There was like a funny exchange. Speaking as someone who has maybe done rude things before without regrets, apologizing gives the implication that you will try to be better, and sometimes I absolutely will not try to be better. Wait, but didn't you say... Oh, I understand. It sounds fully like he didn't want to apologize and set precedent to do it better because he doesn't intend to do that. When you say doesn't intend to do that, do you mean doesn't intend to do better? Or do you mean doesn't intend to do something like that again? I guess I read it as the latter. All I need to know, my dirty little secret. Who finds everyone ugly? This is not a wide generalization. Akin to, if you love waffles, then I hate pancakes. Feels this way. Oh, this is coming from someone who loves to get flowers. Interesting. He expects that he will probably F up again and doesn't want to hold himself up as better than he is, if I had to guess. That's so stupid. I feel like you could still say sorry, though. Even if you think you might F up again. Because that means that you don't want to F up again. But are you saying that he doesn't care if he Fs up again? My dirty little secret. Dirty little secret. Who has to know? Alright, we put on my base. We curled my lashes. And now we're gonna do a heated curl. This is also another thing with having monolids. Or any lashes that love sticking straight down. Literally, my hair, even though the top of my head is like bleached to platinum blonde, like literally so damaged, she will put product in my hair. She will literally do like everything she can to give me like texture and waves and shite, sea salt spray, blah blah blah, shite like that. As soon as my hair completely dries, it just kind of falls like normal. Like, not to like bowl cut normal, but it's kind of like a, did you even put in any texture in there? Hi, Ray. I don't wear makeup like ever. Me neither, Spuzzle. My version of makeup is, sorry, let me just stick my hand into my center console, take out my lip stain while the garage door is opening, rub it along my face, and then take the excess and rub it along my eyes as if I have eyeshadow on. That's literally what I do every day. Longrat has literally seen me do this while waiting for him to come out of his motherfucking house. And it works. But also it's because like half of my eye, you can't even see the color on it. Because the other thing, monolids are kind of like hooded eyes. Where when you like look down versus looking up, like your eyeliner or your eyeshadow will look completely different. What's Rectory Road? Spuzzle! Were you applying straight from the tube? I know some people like using brushes. Also, liquid lipstick is very unforgiving. Especially if it's the type that dries completely matte. Very unforgiving. I will stuff you with food when visit. Psycho, are you at work? Wait, so Arya, now I'm curious. What are your thoughts? Are you just like, yeah, that kind of adds up to him being a dick? Or are you like, it might just be his personality as a dick? Or he's a dick. I really want to reply. Depending on how he replies, I really want to go like, so you're telling me that you would come over at my beck and call or give me what I want at my beck and call and you're gonna pay for like a full sleeve tattoo for me? Is that what I'm hearing? You're gonna pay off my car for me? And what if he says yes? You never know. You dip the swab into the bottle and swab your lips. Matte, so yum. And waterproof? Oh my gosh. Literally the least. Literally the least like forgiving material you could have worked with. I'm so sorry, Spuzzle. Might feel like a small bit bad about it, but not enough to actually care. Damn! That's crazy. Arya, that's crazy. Arya, is that how you felt? Kuda, is that why you said I so relate to this? Wait, where'd my eyelash product go? I think it's just so wild. It's so wild how like, so I got an ear piercing right afterwards. Because I was like, F this. I'm going to do whatever the frick I want. You know, stop thinking about shit. I'm just going to do things based on feeling. And I feel like getting an ear piercing. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to think about it. And it healed. And, you know, I was like, there's nothing wrong with me talking to him. If my piercing has healed, I have healed. And truth be told, I feel like both of us mostly remember the good memories, which is so stupid. It's kind of like, you know, when you give birth and then you're, sorry, not you. You know, when people give birth and their body eventually forgets about how much pain they went through. And then they're like, yeah, I can totally give birth again. Unless it's like super traumatizing. And then they're just like, oh, yeah, you know what? Let's just stick to one kid. Let's stick to two. There was one lady, I was at the dog park. I get a lot of stories at the dog park. There was one lady who was telling me about how she had a friend who got an epidural, but it only worked for half of her body. And they tried to make her lay on her side. And she literally just like couldn't feel anything for half of her body, but she felt everything on the other half while she was giving birth. And she was like, yeah, let's just only stick to two kids. I can't do this anymore. That was messed up. If I gotta do that shit again. When September ends. I may or may not be speaking from experience. But I guess Kuda, like, you're not promising. Like, I guess in my head, I'm like, if someone is saying sorry, that truly means, like, that to me doesn't mean... I guess there is an implication of, like, I'm going to be better. But to me, it's more of an implication of, like, I want to be better. Not necessarily, like, I'm going to be better. It's more of like I feel sorry that I put pain on you, and I don't want to put that same pain on you. I guess it's more of like I don't want to rather than I will try not to. Because I feel like the I will try not to comes from the conversation afterwards for me. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. But this is like, just life is so crazy. Thinking about like relationships and shite. I remember when I was like freaking 10 or some shite, or 15. Also, apparently Twitch doesn't let you put the word stab into your title, which I think is hateful. But anyways, when I was like 10 or 15 or whatever, I was like, yeah, I like totally like want a partner and like da 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 da. And now that I'm like 30s and whatever, I'm like, I don't know if I want a partner. That's a lot of time I'm giving to someone else, and then I have to understand where they're coming from, and they have to understand where I'm coming from. It's like having a roommate, so like I can't be naked all the time. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure that's like everyone's biggest concern about having a partner, is that they can't be naked all the time. I'm also trying to put some mascara on my lower lashes, and I like missed so hard. I also realize how small my lower lashes are, and I'm just like, ew. I understand why people are putting freaking extensions down there, because goddamn. Put those little pubic hairs away. Woke up from dreaming and put on his shoes. Way past 2 in the morning. Your sister said something about that? Wait, about what, Sasha? You're cool, sister? Eating now. Your friends have not said that? What do you mean, Huey? Sorry, I remember it like it was yesterday. I no longer. Isn't that crazy? And this place seems familiar to him. Saying sorry is acknowledging you agree completely that you did wrong, and maybe I don't totally agree. But he literally called himself despicable. I feel like if it's to the point where you're like, you didn't deserve that, I was despicable. Like, despicable is such a specific word that it's like, to that point, in my head, if you were to use the word I was despicable, then I think that's enough humility for someone to go, I am sorry. But maybe that word just has like a heavier emphasis for me compared to like other people. Me and Jink's early days were kind of wild. What do you mean? Relationships are hard, Sasha. That will probably get cut too. But that's the case in all relationships, romantic or otherwise. Oh, 100. Like, I think something that I kind of have learned from like dating is that I treat relationships very like people, I think certain people think I'm too nice. But to me, I'm like, if I respect you as a person to the point where I am okay with being associated with you, I will do like quote unquote abnormally nice things. But to me, it's like, this is like standard. This is how I would want to be treated if someone cared about my presence and being with me and respected my like existence. So to me, these are all like minimum, these are all like low bar effort stuff that I would do for like a friend that I cared about or my significant other. So for example, funny how it rained all day, much of it done. partners are definitely an investment in time and emotion. Sometimes they don't pay off. That's why I'm like, Arya, that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to like enter something with him again. Even if it is like casual, like come at my beck and call, deliver me boba, I'm streaming. So terrible. I have my mind. My sister, who has had a real difficult birth, has talked about forgetting the hard parts. Oh, I'm over you now. Oh, Spuzzle. So it was hard. My mom had 2 more kids after her having a terrible hemorrhage. Arya, the fuck? Personally, I don't want an apology most of the time. I want acknowledgement of my boundaries and their behavior. I guess for me, Huey, I know I'm really far behind, but I guess for me, it's I'm trying to do my eye makeup and I don't have my glasses on. Also, sorry, Spuzzle. Sorry, not Spuzzle. Spookums. I'm queuing it right now. But I guess for me, I want both. like I would rather have the reasonings and the details first and foremost. But at that point, it's more of like a, I don't understand why you can't make that small sidestep to say I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand why that is like such a big thing. Whereas like if someone's like, I'm sorry, and they don't provide any like conversation as to how to fix that situation, prevent it from happening again, or like what was going on through their head, the issues that they were going through to make me understand like, yo, I was effed up. Like I was going through a really rough patch in time. And that's why I did it. Like there's no reason, like that's the legit, the only reason for it. I would rather have that than someone just saying, I'm sorry. Because to me, I'm like, you're saying it just to say it, to appease me. You don't actually know. You haven't like been introspective with yourself about what exactly happened. And therefore, from a lack of detail, to me, it indicates like, this is going to happen again if you don't think about why it happened in the first place. At least to me, that is like how I not visualize. What is it called when you like perceive sorries or apologies? He doesn't Moses. I want acknowledgement so I know how they know how I feel, and an apology so I know how they feel exactly. Because the lack of apology to me is like, okay, either what Arya said, like you don't plan on like being better or improving upon yourself, even if it's not for me. Like, in my opinion, this is, I guess for me, when I was younger, there would definitely be a lot more. I generally don't hate my exes unless they, you know, stalk me or something. Because to me, it's like we're all human. We're all trying to like understand a completely different person who's led a completely different life, who has gone through so many things that I would never understand. Even if they like fully confided in me, I will never truly understand their specific triggers or boundaries or like traumas, to the point where I'm like, you are just another human trying to like find yourself in this like listless world just as I am. So I'm not gonna hold something like that against you, especially if it seems like you are trying to improve for yourself, but not only for yourself but also for others. Like regardless if it's for me or not, like does that make sense? Having him by my side has been life-changing in the best ways. I'm so glad you have Mr. Arya. Arya, isn't it so crazy that so I'm not like, I'm pretty estranged with my family. But before my grandmother died, she just like casually dropped out of nowhere. Yeah, our village got raided by the Japanese soldiers during World War II, World War I. And I was like, Grandma, I came over for mother freaking like Chinese tamales. What the freak is this shit coming from? Like, Grandma, it's the New Year's. Are you okay? Do you need to talk about something with me? And that's when I learned that my grandma had a traumatizing past. I was like, haha, that's crazy, Grandma. Arya, happy birthday? Oh, my chat went away? My chat went away? My armpits are sweaty. I'm sorry I did XYZ thing. You always gotta specify IMO what you're sorry for doing. Exactly, Fishy. Some people don't specify though. I'd rather explain why I made that decision and be logical, even though it may sound illogical to the other person about it, than saying sorry because the other person wants to hear the word sorry and not be genuine about it. No, Kuda. I think for me, it's like I guess I'm seeing it more as like yes, I would rather hear the logical side of things. But to me, it's like, I guess to me, it's like, if you're able to like decipher all of this and have the implication that you are sorry for your actions and what you did to me, why can't you just say sorry? Oh, hi, Zadie. I'm so sorry, Zadie. That sounds exhausting. Like at some point I gotta trust that they are doing the introspection part, but that's the worst thing to do when you're early on. But if my spouse and I went into such introspection every time we apologize, we wouldn't be together. Are you talking about like the small things though, Fishy? Also, Zadie, I'm currently talking about how I found Corvette Guy on Tinder yesterday. So if you need to step away, I completely understand. And please do. I would rather you take care of your mental. Ah! They're tiny people's shoes! Which is now sitting on the floor. Good luck unpacking, Ray. I'm just gonna say I demanded personal growth because I was working on myself too. So I said it was time to try it together again, and we've been together ever since. I 100% agree. I think like that's why like Stitch was like, no, don't match with him, blah blah blah. But to me, I'm like, we're different people. That was literally 2 years ago. Like my piercing has healed and I'm able to like fiddle around with it and not have like a freaking keloid pop up. You know what I mean? So I'm sure if he can be an adult about it and talk about it, I have no qualms about being an adult. And you know, if he wants to pay for my tattoo as an apology, like I don't need to hear I'm sorry. Just give me that money. You know, it really sounds like I had intentions for matching with him. But no, I didn't. Do I think that would be a nice apology? Now that I know he doesn't want to say sorry? Yeah. Yeah, I do think that would be a nice apology. Anyways, I'm done with my stupid mascara. Can you see me typing? My Twitch just freaked out. No. Oh, sorry. I meant no as in I see your messages you're sending. I guess I interpreted typing as in like, you know how Discord has the several people that are typing. I hate sorry. I hear what you're saying and this is what I'll do in the future. I don't care if you feel sorry or not. I care that you don't do it again. I think that's my stand. But I guess in my head, I'm like, if you're not gonna be willing to say sorry, to me, it feels like you don't care if you do it again or not. Like, you don't want to make amends or like move forward. Is Ver triggering for me? Yes, please. Thank you for the photos, Jose. Thank you for popping in. I'm so sorry you had to pop in during right now. All the things, small and big things definitely need introspection. Otherwise, they wouldn't be big problems. Yeah, I feel like for small things it can make sense, but I feel like my stance is that like the smallest things can trigger someone because of like something bigger that they haven't done. Not trigger, but like the smallest things can like make someone extremely upset or like just blow up out of nowhere because they haven't been introspective about the bigger parts. So then it's bleeding into like these other little cracks in their lives and becoming like a whole bigger issue than it is. At least that's how I see it, I guess. I think that's because saying sorry to me is like completely empathizing why you would feel bad about it. But maybe I don't empathize. Sounds like I'm an asshole, but I can't really understand why certain actions would be upset to the other person. Rather make a compromise to not end up having the discussion of that ever again. I accidentally left house flipper open. Oh! Sorry, it just feels frail. I want a discussion that they'll change. Yeah, Sasha. It's not either or. It's both. It's 100% both. Like, if someone just wants to say sorry and not give me a reasoning, to me, it's like, bro, you don't even know what the frick you're saying sorry for. Like, you're just scared that I'm gonna, like, cut your balls off. Which is valid. No. It's not coming off as an argument. No. I guess I'm just like reiterating my point of like, I guess like it's more of like, I think I keep bringing it up because I don't understand. I guess I do understand because you say that it feels frail to you. So it doesn't matter if you hear it or not. Like, I guess to me and Sasha, it feels more like here is the whole like package of like it's like if you put all of the reasonings into a box and you package it up, like that sorry is like, you know, they took the time to like tape it and like make sure that it doesn't look too janky looking, and then they like popped a little bow on it, right? Whereas like I feel like without the sorry, then it's kind of like to me it's kind of like, what shape is this box in? Like, did you put it together with random parts of an Amazon box because you couldn't fit it together to return it to Yeti because this was an expensive cooler that you're never going to use again, that you like, you know, like bought to use for like 2 weeks, and then you're returning it because you don't actually need it and you want that money back, but it was really nice to have during your road trip. So then you like take in random boxes from your like other Amazon packages and you like tape them together really haphazardly, but then you like go to Costco and then you use one of their boxes again to tape it up? Or are we talking like shipped original manufacturing box that you saved for no reason, like how you save your monitor boxes because like it would be hell to try to move your monitors without having those boxes because no one makes monitor sized boxes, so then you have to buy a TV box that doesn't really fit your monitor and then you're overpaying for it. Yeah, me too. That was such a long gap between taking a breath. What do you mean? I took a breath. Anyways, we're doing art. I'm sorry, Fanta. Thank you everyone for letting me do my eye makeup. I appreciate you all. What are we doing today? We're gonna do Occultober again, but we're not gonna do today's prompt because I don't know. What's today's prompt? Black magic. That's fine. I don't know. I wanted to do Broken Doll because I think that's a cool concept. Oh yeah. Save Me, Tom Cruise. Use your. Is that a reference? Psycho, what do you mean? Why are you like this? Also, I have a theory. I don't know how correct this theory is. So I'm very curious if you all will help me test my theory with your in real life humans that you know. Admin. From a silly movie? What movie? It's a valid question. Why are you like this? What do you mean? I don't think I had ample amount of breath during the whole spiel, okay? It depends on what pink, Spuzzle. What kind of pink you thinking? Like Pepto pink? I don't know, girl. I know a lot of kids used to be into Pepto pink back in like the 2010s though. You remember when everyone's like, Pepto Bismol pink is so calming. But yeah, you do have homework. My theory, my current theory, huge gasp of air. The cooler, not the air in your lungs. Oh, because I didn't want the cooler anymore. It's too big. So I couldn't just leave it in my car to use for like, you know, when you're like, I do want ice cream today. And it's like nice to have like a little cooler to like put your like frozen stuff in when you grocery shop. It was too big for that. Sorry, return it. Also because I wanted the smaller one, but the bigger one was cheaper than the smaller one. So I was like, I'll just return it after. I bought in-game for that game is Pepto. Oh my god, Spuzzles. Are you asking for an house flipper? Dark pink, like dusty pink? Like Aria pink? So I'll need to write this homework down. Psycho, what? Psycho, Psycho, do you think I would do so good in the paint department? Psycho, I think Psycho has a lot more faith in my driving now that we've played RV there yet. I just want to say that. Okay, but anyways, everyone's homework to test my theory is I'm really curious if the people who use the term yap or yapping are people who own a Twitch account. That is my theory, and I want you all to test that. Thank you so much. Okay, also people who are like really scared by porcelain dolls, don't be here. You say chit chat? Really? Hell no. Wait, what do you mean? Hell no, and also very slightly? Hell no, I want to do well in the paint department. I would be so good. What do you mean? Are on the internet, but not necessarily all on Twitch. Wait, when else would someone say yap on the internet? This is our reference. Again, if you're scared of dolls, don't be here. Does yapping equal Twitch account? Okay. Thank you, Fanta. I think people use social media in general. I have never seen anyone use the word yap on Bisky. Maybe TikTok, never Instagram. Sasha, is it like the Rust Discord server? Because I use Yap. Yeah, you have a Twitch account too, Lemon. Holy yappin'. What? Holy yappin'? Ooh. Also, what do you mean I worry about how short you are to see over the dash? What does that mean, Psycho? Psycho, do you think I'm 3'4"? What is it? 3'11"? If Psycho says yes, I'm gonna cry. Oh, you know, I've had this tablet for like a year. And I just realized I can flip it around to use the eraser. And I've been pressing E on my keyboard. That's why it's worn out. That's what I use my E key for. I was like, why is my E key so worn out? It's not WASD. It's E, S, D, and C. And I'm like, oh my god, it's from drawing. That's crazy. You were like, I can't see. This is just like real life. It's so accurate though. I will hunt you down like a winning interview. Between you and I, touch my body on the floor, whistle me around, me some more, touch my body. Make you feel like you never did, touch my body. All around her waist, just a little taste. Wait, did I answer Huey's question? I'm so sorry. NUIT. Also, thank you, mods, for the jam help. I don't want to flip my pen over. It feels so weird. I'm up in here. You too. It's the meaning we're talking about. Wait, what is that server using Yap for? Craving KFC biscuits dipped in their gravy? I've never had a KFC biscuit. I just wanna make you feel like you never did. Touch my body. Eyes all around my waist. I don't want to do purple. I wanna get me what I deserve. Touch my body. Did she just say, I'll touch you like a potato bag? Then more. Touch my... Message from 3 years ago? Oh. Are they good because of nostalgia? Hell yeah. That's very fair, Spuzzle. Sorry. I keep seeing the sp and the pink, and I'm like mixing you two up. But yeah, I agree with that, Spookums. I feel like it's like, it's me and Popeyes. I'm like, I don't know if I actually like think Popeyes is really good or if I just have like really good memories with it. Touch my body. But I also think that's one of the reasons why I don't like Burger King. Like, I never grew up with Burger King. And I grew up with, like, McDonald's. Like, I grew up with fast food. So for me, I was like, oh yeah, like, I'll probably like fast food. But no, I didn't like Burger King. Because it's bad? Okay, well, long rant. Some people really like Burger King. And by some people, I mean my stalker. So would that make me dislike Burger King more? Yeah. Yeah, it would. Longrat, do you want me to save you some? Do you want some Pocky Durian? Should I save you a box? Girl, no one wanted them. They were on sale for like 5 for $3. And I was like, damn, that's a steal. But what if it tastes nasty? So now we're gonna find out. You hear them? You hear that? Burger King chicken sandwich. Oh, I've never had the chicken sandwich. I only tried the Whopper because he was like, it's my dad's favorite. I'm growing now. These crystals. I 100% believe. Oh! Ew, Spuzzle, I don't like that color on you. Spuzzle, I like your old color because your mascot is pink. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! No, because on Spookums, I'm gonna start confusing you with Fanta. I'll get used to it. It's okay. Oh. It's pretty good. What about this? I think of Ishi. You choose the color you want to be, Spuzzle. Because all of the colors have like associations in my head already. I like you being pink though. Because your OC is pink. So that I'm like, oh yeah, Spuzzle. And go yellow. I'll be honest, every time I see someone who is yellow, I'm like, are you also just as weird? Oh my god, Spookums! For example, the color that Spookums just changed to makes me think of Film Otter. I don't know if it's the exact same color at all. I just have color associations. Like now, whenever I see that specific color of blue that Sasha is, I think of Sasha. Or when I see teal, I think of Pendu. Like whoever it is. Everyone should be piss yellow. Wait, PP, is yours a custom piss yellow? Ew, Huey! Ew! But Huey's orange color makes me think of fishy. What? Nothing. Nothing happened. What about cadet blue? I think of Mosky with that color. I'm telling you, I already have associations. Did anyone else see Huey go orange for a hot second? Fishy orange? Just me? Just me? Just, am I going crazy? I'm in love with a stripper. Ew, Kuda! That color? I think of Psycho. I don't think it's the exact color as Psycho's though. Now that I see you on top of each other. You rolling. What color I liked for my name? Why'd you decide to change? I'm trying to remember what your username was before. I like roses though. I don't know, Psycho. Maybe I should be in the paint department. Yeah. Oh. 6 or 7? Haha, you get it? 6, 7? Someone murder me. Oh god. Not you too. What do you mean, Kuda? Do you know what I'm talking about? Dude, I haven't even listened to the song. I'm sure the song sucks. I'm sure the song's just fine. Stop that. I mean what I mean. Kudo, what do you mean? 6-7. You didn't even see my hand movement when I did it. I take one time of you getting covered in paint. Oh, why would I get covered in paint? Would I look cute though? Like a 7, 8, 9. 6, 7 is like a Gen Alpha thing, Gen Z thing. I think it's Gen Alpha. Gen Zs are like what, 20 now? Which generation is in high school right now? High school / like 8th grade. What generation is that? Bro, it's the paint department. Yeah, but I'm like so not clumsy. So. Someone has to tell me. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, but someone has to tell me when it's 1 p.m. my time. If we end up going that late, because that means I have to end. Gen Alpha is 2010 plus. So what age would they be? Like the older end? I'm in love with a stripper. 15 max? Yeah. Gen Alpha. The Gen Alpha kids are like 6, 7. And it's just a song reference, I'm pretty sure. I need to end when it hits 3 p.m. for you. I'm gassy. I want to fart. Actually, it should probably end at 2:30 Central. Because I need to put clothes on. The machine, they say that teenagers get the living shit out of me. They can care less. Thank you. A violent pose. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They can care less. Do dolls have a butt? Real question. Violent pose. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They can care less. Riding it downhill? That's crazy. So who needed stitches that night? Pose. I think I'm gassy, y'all. I think I'm gonna shit myself. Not actually, but like also kind of actually. Yes, Sasha? What type of hair should they have? Or should they be like completely broken? Oh, seriously? I don't know if I could ever do that. I think I'm... People who are super fond of roller coasters scare me. There's one person I know who's super fond of roller coasters. They scare me. Hey, Branson. I was too scared of roller coasters. Then in high school, I was like, no, wait, this is fun. Wait, seriously? You like roller coasters? You seem so anti roller coaster. Want to know a secret, dolls? Brandon, if dolls speak you, I don't recommend being. Also, hi, Branson. But I'll be honest, I went over to a friend's house. She was like 80 or 90 or something. She had a wall of like porcelain dolls in her living room just staring at the couch. And I was like, can we talk outside? Ooh, Spuzzle. Spuzzle, have you tried a house flipper too? Should be Kuda, you don't like roller coasters? Now, if I ride on too many times in a day, it makes your... Wait, you get a headache from riding a roller coaster? Did I say hi, Tyndall? I don't remember. Hi, Tyndall. Wait, even like Bionicles, Branson? Blood rushes to your head or something? I don't know. Longer, I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to understand where you're coming from with these like head stuff, headaches and whatever. But I don't understand. Why the surprise? Roller coaster? Oh, you get dizzy? Baby girl, you make me say, ooh, that I just can't think anything else I'd rather do. Think my name we do. I do the things we do. Ooh, baby girl, you make me say, ooh, sexy love, wanna make you do. Keep me strong, keep me running after you. Ooh, I love. You're afraid of heights? Wait, really, Tyndall? You might. Stuffed animals, those are different and didn't activate the uncanny valley feeling. Like Beanie Babies? How did you feel about troll dolls? My mouth smells like durian, so can someone remind me to brush my teeth before I go to my appointment? Do I seem like a coaster person? I could believe it. With the cart story, I can believe it. And you sneeze? What does the middle of a doll dress look like? Sexy love, wanna make you new. Keep me strong, keep me running after you. Ooh, I love. Beanie Babies, right? Did you like them? Or troll dolls? Baby, sun come up. Troll dolls? Ooh. The only thing I liked from that generation, like back in that generation, was y'all ever have those robot dogs? They were like completely metal. They had like floppy ears, and like the body itself came in like just silver, but then the ears and I think like the tail were like purple or green or blue. Do you remember those, Ray? I'm rolling over my hoodie. There were cats? I never got the cat. I think I disliked cats when I was younger. I'm telling Nibble? What are you gonna tell Nibble? That I didn't like cats when I was younger in the hopes that Nibble will like you more than me? Because I think that bridge is long crossed. What's a shimpoodle? Wait, there was a parrot? We love personal growth. Do you think Miso would love me? Or do you think she'd hate me? I want to make the skirt look like unruly. Make you dance only. Sad. Lonely. West way. Is a poodle that you put water and soap in and you shook it? Supposed to what? Isn't there some what? Wait, I need to Google it. I just wanna don't meow 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 meow. Worst way. Nico would not notice us having a guest, but Luna would probably act like she loves you. While also getting angry if you is Luna a black cat? I forget. I was gonna Google shampoodle. I hated chia pets. Someone gifted me a chia pet and I thought they hated me. Oh my god. This is nostalgic, dude. But also, why does this poodle look like she would join a belly dancing, like, class? You see what I'm talking about? Gray and white with black stripes? I would assume the black cat would act very like, I love you. Don't freaking touch me, but I love you. Is that a bad assumption of me? I think Longrat has talked about what industry he works in. AKA, he works with computers because he's a freaking nerd. And I'm just waiting for the day for Longrat to find me a sugar daddy so I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. And he can just like buy me a personal boba chauffeur called Nerdy. Any nerds in chat? I see several. Running from the truth, all I ever think about is you. You got me hypnotized, so mesmerized, and I just got to know. Do you ever think when you're all alone, how that we could be, where this thing could go? Am I crazy or falling in love? Is it really just another crush? And you catch your breath when I look at you. Are you holding back like the way you do? Should I try to poop? Because the only other time I'll try to poop is right before I leave. And then that's usually... I'm gonna be so honest. Sometimes my body's like, you have a meeting to go to? You need to leave by a certain time? You know what else you need to do? 5 minutes before you need to leave? Let's try to take a shite. And then I sit on the toilet for like 15 minutes. I'm like, shoot, I'm late. I'm like, so late. Something that'll last forever, forever. Do you ever think when you're all alone, all that we could be, where this thing could go? Brandon, this is gonna sound so effed up, but I'm gonna know I did a really good art job if you're freaked out by this by the end of it. If you're like, I need to close this tab, that's how I know. If you leave, that's how I know I'm gonna do a good job. How, Huey? By Sasha telling me to follow my heart. So that's why you're always late? Yeah. Right, Kuda? Like back when I used to take classes, it was like, you have a class that you need to attend in 2 minutes? How about you take a shite instead? Anyways, this is also the first time I've had coffee in a while. So I'm gonna be right back. Mods are in charge of the music. So kiss their ass if you want something. I don't know. Hi. Oh, that was a jump scare. Good night, Lemon. It's chilly. I got these like, you know how people have those like pimple patch stars? Because they're cute. And it stops you from touching your pimples. I got these black ones. And I went to get my like hair done. And the like receptionist slash like salon owner was like, did you know you have something on your face? And I was like, yeah, it's really obvious. Thank you. Thank you. I try to make it intentional, but maybe it looks freaking bad and that's why you freaking talked about it. I know. Never ends. Also, I think the day I know I'll finally have my life together and I'm not depressed anymore if I floss every single day. And not only when I'm like, ew, I feel a piece of chicken stuck to my tooth. Hi, Socks. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good day. Did Miso kill the string? Ugh, I want to foster so badly. Longrat, can you just give me nibble? It never ends. Used to say, not in the way. It gone out the window. Like, Nibble loves me, okay. It's not weird if he loves me. I'm not stealing if he's choosing me. Right? It's not stealing if you're going outside of the door, right? Go, 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 go. I know. It never ends. Oh, jeez. When it's over. Love again. What do dolls usually have on their bosom? Ellie? Does she like me? She's or is it like the that chirping, or is it like the trilling, like does she like me? Oh my god, we're friends. Happy your Tremas puzzle, that's so cute. Maybe she thinks I'm a squirrel and she's gonna freaking eat me. I've gone out the window. Don't dolls have like Mary Janes on or something? I never wore Mary Janes, but they always looked really cute on like smaller people. I recently learned I have body dysmorphia when I was younger, because I was always like the biggest kid, in the sense of like I went through puberty first, and like all of my friends were like these like skinny, like size 0 or 2 like athletes and stuff who were just like very petite. Like I think by the time I was 5 feet tall, I think I was like in 4th grade, and it was to the point where when I went to like this, I was at like a like Chinese New Year parade festival, and they were handing out like lycée to all of the like children. Lycée is red envelopes, and the guy was like, "Are you sure you're a kid?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in 4th grade, you asshole! Give me my motherfucking money!" It was 2 quarters. Was not worth it. But yeah, now that I'm older, I'm like, dude, I was at like a really healthy weight of being like 3'11", and I'm not actually 3'11", but you know, my like current height, and being like, I think at my smallest I was like 130, and at 130 pounds, literally at my smallest, I was like, oh my god, I'm so big. And now I'm like, what a dumbass. Because now that I'm bigger than that, I'm like, girl, you were so small. Just because those like little boys cannot lift you, but they could lift and piggyback everyone else, doesn't mean that you were big. It just meant that they were weak. Yeah, I used to be. I guess I wasn't bullied, which I guess implies that I'm the bullier. But I don't think I bullied kids. I feel like I didn't bully kids. But yeah, I always felt like the odd one out because I was always like a foot taller than all of the like boys growing up and all of like definitely all of the like girls growing up. Until the boys started reaching puberty and I was like, what the freak is wrong with you? Why are you taller than me? Because we used to always line up by height. And I was just like, I'm always in the back. Yeah, what can I say? Shorty. You know, to make myself feel better about being absurdly tall for a fourth grader. Big damn. Live like Jack and Sally if we want. Funny. Christmas. Wish this never ends. Yeah. Don't Mary Janes have like a little... They only have like a little buckle or something? They're like that. At the worst freak self-esteem. Like, I thought I was a fat, ugly pig. No, same. And that is why... PB comes out of Lurk just for this song. You think PB would come out of Lurk if I played Corn? I don't think I like Corn. Literally, it wasn't until I think like midway through high school where I felt comfortable to not wear jeans. I was wearing jeans when it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit out, which is probably like thick jeans, not like the skinny jeans that like hug you that are really thin, like thick jeans. What is 90 degrees Fahrenheit for like Celsius? Is it like 30 Celsius? 32, 33 Celsius. Thank you. Miss you. They only have the buckle, right? Like it's like a... It's like a that, right? On me, you're already. Yeah, I think like honestly, it wasn't until someone threw me across the bed lovingly that I was like, it's not me. I mean, like obviously some of it is like me, as in like the weight that someone would have to throw. But also it's like I can find someone who can throw me. Shoot. The fuck? There are people out there that can throw like 500 pounds in weight effortlessly at the gym. And that's the person that gave me my self-confidence back. That being said, he was a freak. I don't know if I'm saying that lovingly or not. So let's all just like decide for ourselves. It's all just pick one and pick that and like just go with it, okay? Oh, that looks like a weird angle. Hi, Ice. Self-confidence crept in the first time I wore a dress in front of Jane. I feel like that's so big. I'm not there yet. But that's like actually so big, Spuzzle. I'm gonna cry. I think self-confidence for me is when I'm able to finally wear like a skirt or like a dress and look at my legs and go like, this looks good. Big same. Ugh. I hate how like they look on me. Cause I've tried like mid-length skirts and I'm like, I hate where it cuts off. It makes my calves look so big. And then like the short length ones, I'm like, I hate where it cuts off. I feel like I'm gonna expose my ass cheeks and also my thighs look too big. And then the super long ones, I'm like, I would never wear that because I would literally look like a box. I'm sure they're cute. Only if they're Highland cues. People on here made me start to like yours. Really? Wait, that's so sweet. Skirts and leggings together can be good too. Sasha, you're telling me to layer up? You're telling me, someone who constantly stays naked at home, to layer up? If you feel cute in something, wear it. I think it would be, honestly, if someone gave me like a gothic girly makeover with like tights, with like garters, like a gothic frilly like black skirt, and like some cute something that doesn't make my boobs look too big top, I would be like, change me. Put a wig on me. Do whatever you want with me. Onaga? Hi, Onaga. I also read that as, oh my god, I'm an effing fork. And I was like, I've never heard of that body type. You know, I've heard of like apple, pear. Haven't heard fork yet. That's a really interesting one. Singing about one with a bullet. A lot of gun tablets, talking to pull it, we're going down, down. Sugar, we're going down, swinging. I'll be another one with a bullet. A load of gun complex, cock it and pull it, we're going down, down. Down, down. We're going down, down. A load of gun complex, cock it and pull it, we're going down, down. And an earlier round. We're on. Bear. Doesn't a bear imply something else? Wink wonk. Oh my god. Speaking of like body types, you know how Longrat's like a freak? Rio and I were like out for a midnight potty. Not midnight, it was like 9 p.m. or something. I don't like pottying with Rio like at near midnight on the streets because I'm like, you're not gonna protect me. And he saw like the outline, because the street lamp was behind them, the outline of a tall lanky man at a PNW Patagonia Patagucci like puffer, thin puffer. And Rio kept on staring and he was like, Long Rat? Tall lanky white man and a Patagucci? Are you Long Rat? And he was about to get really excited. And I was like, oh my god, don't go up to strangers. Please don't. Please literally walk away. Please, please, please. I keep thinking of you. Up car. You fall. So I just called you Bear? Oh. Sweatpants and hoodies until high school? Girl, I agree. I don't have that many clothes. I'm still not like that confident in myself yet, or like comfortable with like where I am, in the sense of like, I feel like I'll fully accept myself when I'm like, you know what, I should just like dress for myself now and not for like some sort of future random date of like, yeah, like I'll do it when I like I'm happier. I'll do it when da 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 da. Because I consistently wore the same exact high school baseball hoodie in college with the same exact sweats literally all the time. And no one bothered me, which was freaking great. But at the same time, I was like, I missed that opportunity to like mess around with my style where literally no one would remember me. How do I breathe? Bitch, I'm through here by my side. Will I sleep? Onaga, I think it might be because of your like profile picture. Because it looks quite like thin-faced. How do I breathe? How do I breathe? Hi, Ronnie. Ooh. Ronnie, what usually goes like here? Is it usually just a pattern, or is there like usually lace? Come back to me, 'cause girl, you made it harder to breathe. You're not with me. I know, Spuzzle. I think like I only really started understanding that when I like started getting older, especially with like Instagram and like TikTok, like seeing all of these like true mid-size people actually being true mid-size nowadays. I would say I'm like on the lighter end of mid-size, but people like going out and saying like, girl, if you're a size 8, you're not really mid-size. Like mid-size is more like that like 12-ish range, you know what I'm talking about? And like people just like coming out and saying like facts, like I am a mid-size like person and this is how the fit looks on me, and they are just so confident about it, even if they do go through like insecurity issues and stuff like that as like a fashionista or whatever the freak they call themselves. Just the amount of confidence that they have when they're like showing off their fit check when they really feel themselves, no questions asked. I'm like, you're rocking it. I can't say anything about it. And I think that's when I started getting into like hair color. I think like that was the first time that I really started expressing myself, after like I got into nail polish and realized that like no one looks at your freaking hands. You could wear like, you could wear almost anything on your fingertips, depending on like your workplace, of course. And like everyone's just like, oh, okay, like you got nails, you got nail polish, whatever. And like it was the same with like a haircut or the hair color. It was like, oh, okay, you have like different hair colors today. It looks nice, I guess. And then I think I like was amping myself up for people to go like, oh my god, why did you cut your hair? Oh my gosh, Mushi, like your hair was so long, so beautiful, so healthy, ba 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 ba. It looked like a wig. And then all of my coworkers were just like, I like your haircut. Obviously there are like random ass people that would go like, why did you cut your hair? Why do you want to cut your hair? You do things because you want to do them? Huh? And I think like all of those interactions have just made me gone like, if I just, maybe it's also because I'm really weird, but if I just do it, then people are just like, yeah, go for it. Go for it, bestie. My face has always been a bit chubby. My face too. Black sweats and dark hoodies. I'm not in agreement. Like a little lace scarf, and the roses are like the little buttons for the front of the... Ooh! Are there usually buttons? Like, would there be like 3 buttons here? How would that look? What happens when you unbutton it? It was my favorites, and I will never forget the shock and mesmerized look in it. Aww. I know some people are really into sundresses. I feel like it's depending on your confidence with yourself, or depending on who you are like around when you're wearing it for the first time. Even if you aren't confident in yourself, you're just like, damn, this is hugging my body in all the right ways. Opens on the back with little Velcro strips. Oh, who's Claire Saffitz? A big white streak. I know sometimes there's someone else on TikTok, I think, who's in their like 20s or like late teens, 19, yeah, late teens, who has like a huge streak in her hair, and I think it's due to like either genetics or something like traumatizing happened to the site where like, her hair just started growing white. But everyone's just like, oh my god, you dye it like that. That's why I still get ID'd. Oh, because it's like the rest of your hair is like still like brown or something. I'm not a perfect person. Damn powerful temptress. Yes, puzzle. Honestly, there's nothing. I think like there is a special type of feeling that comes with like feminine power, whether it be from like something that you wear and you get like a reaction from someone that you really love, or from you shutting people up in one strongly, like, you're not even yelling. Like, if you are able to just like shut up a whole crowd of students or adult children with one like stern word, oh, the amount of power. What do you mean denied? Oh, hi Savvy. You through. Can we play some Goo Goo Dolls? Do y'all know who Goo Goo Dolls are? Kindle, which one should I play? Iris? Or is that too played? Reason for me to change who I queued up Iris. Reason to start over new, and the reason is you, and the reason is you. Chainsaw Man for the Kudaketa, is that your favorite anime now? I never knew you were that into Chainsaw Man until like you talked about the movie. Not a perfect person, but thanks to you. I have to say before I go that I just want you to know. Onaga, thank you. Onaga, what are you circling? What's Promare? Do you think I would like it? Have we seen it before? What am I, what? What are you circling? You have like a circling emote in there. We watched Promare? Was that the Trigger Studio one that I was like, I don't like the animation? And the reason is you. The Green Twink. I didn't watch this. When you say Green Twink, I don't know why, but I thought of Pidge. Because I don't really know what... I don't know what gender Pidge goes by. Not like our Pidge, but like the Pidge in like the TV show Pidge. Forever to trust you, 'cause I need me somehow. Closest to heaven that I ever get. Wanna go home right now. Why are shoes so freaking hard? Why is this ankle so hard? Pleakley? Who's Pleakley? You like Pidge? I have mixed feelings about Pidge. They're a complicated character. Don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. I also haven't been able to watch all of it. I just want you to know who I am. Meow, 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 meow. meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. Meow, 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 meow. Is this emo sounding? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Why are shoe angles so hard to think about? I should have not deleted my purple part. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Let's look back. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. Want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Oh, wait, a one-shot manga got a movie? Like an OVA type of movie? Tindall, let's freaking go! From like level 0? What's Fire Punch? What? They can air hour-long movies at the theater. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Dude, so man, what do you mean by that? How is he weird? Like Death Stranding guy type of weird? What's his name? Kojima or whatever? He's eccentric. What the freak does that mean? Can't you also call me eccentric? What the freak does that mean? His What the frick are you talking about, Sebi? You're normal? Are you? I think I'm eccentric or just weird. It's okay to be weird. As long as the weird doesn't hurt anyone. Don't quote me though. Because some of y'all are really weird. And by y'all, I mean the royal you. I've never listened to their blue album. I only know that one song from their green album. Is red a bad color for a bathroom? No. They usually won't be red. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I've been to a red one at a like bed and breakfast. But it was also like a couple's retreat thingy. Yeah, in my sweater. I want to get new piercings. I have decided that what I have right now in my like DOS piercing, the ring is too big. Like the ring diameter? Not the gauge, but you know what I'm talking about? Yellow is a bad color. Some people have yellow. Why? I couldn't tell you, but some people have yellow. My sweater. Brick red diamond shaped tile. Ooh. Does it look good? Ooh. 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 Feels like a pizza. Oh. Sometimes it feels like a pizza oven after I use the restroom, so I get it. Yes, Sasha? Nothing? Are you sure? You have a problem with me? Is my coffee maker on? I think I'm burning my pot right now. You can spray the whole room. I love that actually. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Sorry, I'm sending business messages. Because I'm so popular. You ever just want to like break a doll's legs off? Or is that considered a red flag? Ooh, she's staring at me. You don't run from the bathroom. Oh my god. You're gonna fall. This talking just turns into screaming. Oh, I'm yelling over her. She yelling over me. All that I mean. Are you saying you usually run into a door? No, we don't. Fighting for nothing. Nothing. Never? You wouldn't lie to me, would you? Uh-huh. Oh, baby, I know sometimes it's gonna rain. And baby, can't we make up now? 'Cause I can't sleep through the pain. Go to bed. And I don't want you to go to bed. Wanna go to bed. What happened to Bump It? Y'all remember those? I already know. way that love is supposed to go. Oh. You ain't backing down and I ain't backing down. Don't know nothing, 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 nothing should be nothing. Oh baby, I know sometimes it's gonna rain. And baby, can we make up now? 'Cause I can't sleep through the pain. Maybe I should just reply to Huey without saying anything next time. 'Cause now I'm concerned for her safety. I didn't know I was supposed to be concerned for her safety like that. I thought that was a me thing. But I'm clearly wrong. Oh, good it's gonna be. We can force it, we can fight, long as everything's alright between us. Oh! Huey, why? Gonna be. Yeah. Are you sharing that to affirm my worries? Or are you sharing that to say that I'm just clumsy? Sometimes it's gonna rain. Baby, can't we make up now? 'Cause I can't sleep through the pain. Got away. Inconsiderate of the wall for being there? You're so right. Silly me to blame Huey. I should be blaming the frickin' wall. Honestly, some interior designers slash like architects should really rethink their job. Oh! I'm skipping. Unless someone requests this. Thank God. No, you didn't. I checked it. You like my SpongeBob laugh? I just want you close. We can stay forever. You know that it'll only get better. You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking what they like, but I'm alright. No one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. You know how I was like, man, I love it when, you know, I usually try to like read people's chats sometimes because I can never read the screen when I'm like listening at work and stuff like that. Or when I'm like walked away doing other stuff. I'm not gonna read that because I don't think people need to hear that. Touching, say whoa, for certain, you and me together through the days and nights. It's Gucci, thank you for the lurk. People keep talking they like. I I know some people search the world to find something like what we have. I know people will try to define something so real. I have homework to do today. There is no one. Homework, I know. Go. For stupid voice acting. No one can get in the way. You. More Star Wars. No, I have to watch like a 90-minute video or something, and then watch this other video, and then read this other thing. Oh god. Boring. Why do I have to educate myself on techniques to use? Have fun with F1. Meow 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 meow. I don't like how it looks. When I see your face all down my face, I can't replace. Now that I'm stronger, I've figured out how this world turns cold and it breaks through my soul. And I know I'll find deep inside me, be the one. I will never let you fall. I stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all, even if saving you sends me to heaven. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it is common, Sasha. Especially during like the winter months when it's slower. Seasons are changing. Thank you for the lurk, Ray. Have fun watching F1. Nights grow shorter. I can show you I'll be the one. I will never let you fall. Pug, have you ever wanted to like just stay alone so you didn't have to deal with other people? That's how I'm feeling right now. Since me in heaven, you're my true love. What a vibe, Pug. Let away, 'cause I'm here for you. Please don't walk away, and please tell me you'll stay. Oh, stay. Oh, use me as you will. Pull my strings just for a thrill, and I know I'll be okay. And the summer turning gray. I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all, even if saving you sends me to heaven. you fall, I'll stand up with you forever. There for you through it all. Sends me to heaven. How the freak do you draw lace? Is this the one that's like, back here, baby? Longer, when the freak are you gonna find me a baby daddy? Sorry, not a baby daddy. What are they called when they just give you money and leave you alone? Bet I live in your walls. I live in your drywalls! I sold a doorless house. This puzzle. What are they gonna do? Bears are gonna start waltzing in? Benefactor? You know, someone was like... Someone hinted that they have like a call me daddy type of fetish. What is it called? When they just like... Not fetish. What is it called when they like being called daddy and stuff like that? And I was like, unless you're giving me a freaking monthly allowance like a father, I'm not gonna call you daddy. But I'm so open to it. Like, I just need like a monthly allowance of like... What's like a reasonable amount? $2,000. $3,000. You're so right. I should just go for $10,000. I would probably call him daddy if they give me $10,000 a month. Father, may I get an advancement on my allowance, please? I would love to buy a new car, father. I'll call them daddy. Until you're back here, baby. Look, I'm gonna call someone father if they're gonna give me $25,000 a month. Like, give me that allowance. Do I talk to you all the time? No, just like my actual father. And that's like what you want. Isn't that what they want? Isn't that why they want to be called daddy? Or is it for some other reason? Baby. I thought the stereotype was that it was usually the partner calling the person daddy who has daddy issues, not the other way around. And look, everyone, it's fine to have daddy issues. I'm sure I do. It just makes sense. Let's all be logical adults here. It just makes sense. This hat is so ugly that I'm going to rip it off of this doll's head if it doesn't start looking good real soon. Can I just pretend that it's supposed to be ugly? Wiki, 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 wiki. Wiki, wiki, wee, 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 wee. Because he's like a dom or something? Oh. It's not because he wants to give me money? I would be more okay with the latter option. I'll see you later on. Kiss me through the phone. Isn't that what love is for? Benefactors? Baby, I know that you like me. You my future wifey. Daddy is a little different from father too. We can work our way up. Father, 10K. Daddy, sorry, dad, 20K. Daddy, 30K. I don't know what would be above that, but I'm open to discussion, you know? 678999821. You know, it's like you know how in Patreon you get like tiers? That's what my tiers are gonna be called. That's the pricing for my tiers? Thank you. Dad feels less weird to you than daddy? Yeah. Cause they're just gonna like give me money and I'll be like, thanks, Dad. Right? The kind of guy to call you kitten. No one has ever called me kitten in my entire life. I missed you. 67888. I'm not sure that's the only exchange that goes on. Ew. What do you mean? Isn't that how it works? I start like a Patreon. Those are what the tiers are called. And they can like self-label themselves. Kiss me through the phone. Because who actually wants to get called father? I feel like people would rather get called daddy. Alright, you heard it here, folks. If I ever make a Patreon. $10 a month for support? Nah. I'm asking for $30,000. 678999821. I wanna get with you, and that's the issue. I'd rather not have any title of familial affection. That's totally fair. I think it would bother me if I had a relationship with my own father, because then it's kind of like dating someone who has the same name as like someone in your family that you're close to. At least that's how I view it. It's like, oh, I can't date you. No, that's too personal. I call my own dad Pops. That guy. So I think because I don't have any like, especially because I've never used any like English word to call my dad or father, like directly to his face. I have like no attachments to anything. You don't call my dad? Me neither. Oh my god, twins. I think my hair dried. Do you think it looks pink? Let's see. Nope, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah, it's fine. I used to think this guy was black. And then I was really sad when I saw the cover of this song. I feel you, Spuzzle. Never felt nothing in the world like this before. Missing you through my door. Ooh, why did you have to go? You could have let me know. So now I'm all alone. Be chance all around. I can stand. Ooh. I'm about to put a brain on the screen, FYI. Why did you run? Make you run and hide. Are you that afraid of me? 'Cause I know that. For you. Hey, Seven. Do. Oh, God. Of time. If it takes the rest of my life, baby, I will wait for you. Alien Racer show? What are you talking about? Need you in my life. If it's... Oh. I'll wait for you. Since you called me, how could you forget about me? Crazy. Ooh. Walk away. Stays the same. I just can't do it, babe. Big to make you come back. Told you what it is, and it just ain't like that. Oh, look at me. You're still in love with me. Don't leave me crying. Why can't over again? Back to the way it was. Give me a chance. Wait, Psycho, considering that you said ill, if someone offered you $20 to have those terms of endearment with you for one day, would you do it? For you ain't true. My life, what I have to do, I'll wait for you. Run and hide. Nuh-uh. What about Psycho? You keep it inside. Terms of endearment? Daddy? Is daddy not a term of endearment? I don't know what else to call that. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Seven. I was talking about how I would 100% call someone daddy if they would pay me an allowance of like $30,000 a month. Per word? Damn, you expensive as hell. Can do of time if it takes the rest of my life. Wait for you. For 30,000? Yeah, I'll call you whatever. Me, pug me. 30,000 a month? Shoot. Tommy, please. Meow. Mm-mm. What song should I listen to? Thank you for the stretch. I don't have my water next to me. I don't want to hydrate. I don't know where my water is. There's a bunch of Paramore and Joji on it. Look, sometimes I drive and the last song that gets queued up starts playing Mondays, or I guess every day after that I stream. And I listen to it. One time it's been your like egress person or whatever their name is. I had another sip of oatmeal. Is that good? My what person? I forget what they were called. Attention, I. Tell me what, tell me what. Mm-hmm. Can brains uncoil? They're not really coiled, so you can't like cut the segments in between the sections and like uncoil it. You know what I'm talking about? Like pull apart bread. You know what I mean? You know pull apart bread? Oh my god, I used to cry to this song. This song makes me think of Bionicles. Subtleties, they strangle me. Imagine a pug's face. Bionicle? Doesn't this song remind you of Bionicles or something? Wasn't All American Rejects used for like a Bionicles ad? Oh, move along. That's what I'm thinking about. Do y'all remember Ninjago? Was it because you threw out the other pieces, Puzzle? Or are they just probably missing? I'll start breathing, my mind's unweaving. Maybe it's best you leave me alone. The weight has lifted on this evening. What happened to this little doll? It just thought too hard. Stands to light, it ends tonight. It ends tonight. Just a little insight will make this right. Looking up at all my Lego Ninjago dragons. Yeah, sure, I remember. I didn't know they had dragons. Oh, they came out with a movie. You're so right. Your side. Yeah, the Lego series. But we got to the fun part. This is the gore.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Where's Ellie? Where are all the cats? Sophie!
Sophie.
You're confusing Ellie?
Yay!
You said you wanted to clip me meowing, right? Eyeball. I don't like this one. Which way should the eye be looking at? Should it be looking forward? Kind of looks like an olive. Or down. Based on how it would roll, I think it would end up like this. I'll do it right here. Look at the side. Because I don't think I can do a front like that. I wanted to keep the teeth in there, but then it doesn't make sense for the brain to fall. Really, Spuzzle? Do you listen to this type of music? 7? I don't know what to do in this area. It just looks like dark. Should I just do like unless I should put like another hole in the back of the head? Or like a knife sticking through the back of the head? I don't know. So many options. Like a knife coming through like there. Oh. Like having that knife there? Hi, Jameson. Jameson, I'm not gonna lie, I was about to end soon. I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, Mushy hates me. I didn't say it. Not a teat? Oh my god, it's a teat. Why are you touching my teats like that? I just snorted. I don't know what else I should have in here. It looks empty. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Did my song ever get added? Probably. Hold on.
Inappropriate words seen in chat.
Was that deeper than usual?
Did I do well? You like that one? Was that good? Did you like it?
Other song by that band? Yeah, it's probably been added. Oh. Phantom missed it? That's okay. Don't refund. Oh no. Poet on the Muse by Old Gods of Asgard? It was. I'm pretty sure it was. Because that was before I started, like, getting into everything. Okay, we do have to end, though. Oh, God. Because I think I'm stuck creatively. Creatively? I don't know what else I want to add to that whole. Ah! How dare you, Fanta? Don't freaking do things that are nice. Kareem is playing Resident Evil Village! Shut up. That's so cute. Let's rate him. I don't know that reference. But thank you. YouTube favorite. Emo for the rain. I did a rated run, so if someone would tell Kareem that I have to get ready for an appointment. What day is today? Monday. I'll be back tomorrow at Hoodaboo's evening stream. It's Sunday. Sorry, when I said Monday, I was thinking of tomorrow as Monday, and I realized my train of thought wasn't clear. Hi, Mega Man. Thank you for lurking. But I'm probably gonna work on this more off stream. So if you want to see it, I might stream more of this on Tuesday, or I might post it to my Bisky. Thanks everyone for being here and chilling with me. And I almost skipped this. I'm not gonna lie. But everyone, have an amazing day. Remember to take your meds if you need to. I need to take my meds because I forgot. But have a lovely day. I will see you all when I see you. Have a